Bawumia is a bad meat. Bawumia e munafiki. He is, with all due respect, so you pray kwa, you tongue cry yento. Then we crediting Bawumia does not mean Bawumia is dumb. Does not mean so on your dump. He is dumb. Samusi emfa credit ma Bawumia. On the good for oil buy, on the good for reserve buy, on the brain behind it. The main reason was that Okachre said that good for oil policy and good for reserve policy was to stabilize the city. Does not mean it did not cause financial loss to this country. He caused financial loss to the country. Does not mean say the main reason why into this our policy is by to me achieve. We could not achieve it. What is credit? If you give credit to people and the credit could not benefit the people, what is the sense in that credit? If you are the brain behind domestic gold purchase program, the question here is the brain behind it, how did it benefit the people? If you are the brain behind it and it does not benefit the people or it never benefited the people, then you basically did not think through anything. You cannot take credit for anything because adrenina already idea no nyansa na emu eha entumi ansesa anything entumi ansesa bra entumi afa bibia ambeka edien Ghana edien yesika sam ehun. If you tell me, say, we should give Bawumia that credit, there should be a reason why we give somebody credit. Credit, you have money for DN. Because any fool can think about we as a nation buying gold from Ghana. But at the end of the day, you talk gold in we are a DN if a son you now was gold in him. So this guy and what the Joy News guys are trying to push, a Jandam, it is fake. Bawumia has never been the brain behind gold reserves from 1960. The records are there. You can go back and check. From 1960, 1961, when you go into the archive, this is an IMF document. 1960, 1961, gold, now you talk gold, a reserve war Ghana. In 1960, we did not have refineries in Ghana. Into gold near toy and a reserve, we had to go get that gold. Right now in 2021, now refineries in Ghana. Until decided say, gold, you better na the Bank of Ghana. It is not different. There's nothing extraordinary about the domestic gold purchase program. There's nothing extraordinary about it. It's memo being Ghana. And can't Ghana for say Bawumia is the brain behind what? Ghana had gold in our reserves before Bawumia was born. It make nobody sit in Ghana and try to throw lies in the system and make it look like, say, Bawumia is some exceptional, intelligent human being. He is not. We gave Bawumia the whole country to run. Nana Dan Kwekufuado, he's daft. He cannot read. We gave Bawumia this country to run. Basic. He could not. Under Bawumia and Kwekufuado, yet to oil chain, President Tibiawaba, these two idiots could not run this basic country. Nobody should sit in Accra and think, say, they can put things out there and make it look like, say, Bawumia ni mnyansama. Bawumia ni mnyanse biya. Let me tell you this. Let me show you this. And Mr. Eric Opoku, the Agric minister, and maybe both video we the Agric minister reacted to this domestic gold reserve issues here, Abbey. Domestic gold purchase program we. The Agric minister went to Asempa and Makak Ghana for say, in Confona Moti radio Sunni TV so Ghana, Dudwana Bodam, Dudwana Yakrom for. You see, Obi Mune sa Joy News for we know, because Sami Jemfi, I and Adrian say, because John Mahama, I and Adrian say, because NDC are buying I and Adrian say, they are not going to feed them, they are not going to give them money, no. They have this idea, say, they want to create an impression to say, Abangwe is doing nothing, and that Bawumia is intelligent. Ghana for nim sebio eni frefo kra nim se Bawumia nim nyansa. Bawumia nim nyansa e de chichire man. Bawumia e trofo. Now, Mr. Rikopoku was on Asempa and Obi busa a question. And he asked Obi question me. It was so interesting, say, Obusa a question about 3 times. Obi refused to answer him. You know why? Because the moment Obi answers or the moment he answers that question, it makes Ghana for who say Mahamudu Bawumia, he is not the brain behind the gold reserves we have today in Ghana. But you see, some got na radio because they think say they try to find ways to make listeners think say Bawumia die onimnyansa mama Bawumia ma me kan asem. Eriko Poku ya die bi. In his deliberation, he was asking Obi a simple question. But unim the reason. Unim the Obi here. Obi refused to answer that question. Because the moment he answers the question, and the funny thing is, It is not like Obi nim answer no. Even the ordinary Ghanaian now, sebio so unko school dano. When you ask that person that question, Obama will answer. But for some reason, Obi decided not to give an answer. All because Oma answer and the paymaster Bawumia and MPP for no, they will say, why have you thrown Bawumia under the bus? They know what they are doing at Asempa Multimedia, Joy News. No, it is Jandam. It is fake news. They keep on doing it because they don't respect the intelligence of Ghanaians. Mr. Eriko Poku, any Obi. Obebu sa Obi question me about 3 times. Obi will never answer him. Now, Mumianko tie no.
Would you also be fair?
Yeah.
And acknowledge Dr. Bawumia and his role in getting this program through and the economy in your benefit?
You're the kind of, so would you also be fair?
Yes.
In the first one, admit to say, my affair. No,
yes.
What me said, you can hang now, my affair. Yes. And was a messiah fair, I recognize it, say, Dr. Bawumia, the buy, it says, Dr. Bawumia, or they go for reserve buy and go for oil. 2 projects.
Yes.
At the end of the year, no, 2 years, a time I implemented under the watch in 2022, 2023, 2024. Our no atia kunyaso as head of the economic management team. So I go to in our boka.
Yeah, a cabai.
Sure. Good. Oboka in Chino. The ultimate near person destabilize prices no. Yenya. The ultimate near person destabilize prices no. Yenya. As head of the economic management team, so I go to in our boka.
Yeah, a cabai.
Sure. Good. Oboka in Chino. As head of the economic management team, so I go to in our boka.
Yeah, a cabai.
Sure. Good. Oboka in Chino. The ultimate near person destabilize prices no. Yenya.
Mama Chain. Oh, Eriko Poku Busana say, Samoka Bawumia and they go for oil buyer or they go for reserve buyer. The ultimate was to stabilize the city. The ultimate was to stabilize the economy. And now Opoku Busana say, Samosa Bawumia and they go for oil buyer or they go for reserve buyer. The reason here the buyer no, did he accomplish the reason? Obusa say, Yenya Sanfa Sono, Wama answer. Or see Yenya ye. What are you church ni ultimate nim? Samusi emfa credit to Bawumia. On the good for oil buyer, on the good for reserve buyer, on the brain behind it. The main reason was that Okachra said that good for oil policy and good for reserve policy was to stabilize the city, was to stabilize the economy. Eriko Poku Busana say, "Who obi yasam chironi." Bawumia na okasa no yenya were we able to accomplish that? Osi yenya ye. Onse na otiwo. Osi oma answer. Osabusani biom yenya because so the policy bar at the end of the day there was a reason for the policy and the policy was to stabilize the economy, was to stabilize the city. Now the question here is so the policy aba na to me and solve that problem then that policy you brought is a waste of everybody's time. You are even supposed to be jailed. Inti obusa wusam troni now o kenkan cha me akọ. Mo amosima call law school now munim nyansa cha Ghana for no. Eriko Poku busa ne say wo so ye Ghana ni de bia wuti radio so o kan brofo o chenche nsemu o ka chere nkofo so me ordinary Ghanaians mo na munim nyansa. You know more than the people in Ghana know. When I radio so de bia obusa will say the gold for oil only gold for reserve na Bawumia ne say or the buy no. E kana ye boy no. The ultimate result na did we accomplish it? Obusa obi wo so ye Ghana ni. Obusa na dey obi kan ye or to hold din unim. He did not give an answer because the moment Obebi and Anwaka said, Dabi Yenyano, it defeats Bawumia's introduction of gold for oil and introduction of gold for reserve. And now they are not ready to let Ghana Fono say Bawumia failed when it comes to the gold for oil or the domestic gold purchase program. And I say gold for reserve. They don't want to admit on national radio or TV, say Mahamudu Bawumia actually failed on that front. And for him not to tell his boss, say you have failed on radio, no, he was quiet. And because wa would hear radio this is no, Obi enim, Otikamu, Obi will not answer. Because the moment Obi answers, everybody gets to know, say, host now confirm say Bawumia bon. And it's he stayed away from answering the guy. That means that the host is a diabolic host. The host is a liar. He is playing on your conscience. They are doing the bidding of Mahamudu Bawumia, even though they know Bawumia bon. They know Bawumia is a bad meat. Bawumia e munafiki. He is, with all due respect, so you pray kwa, or you tongue cry yento. They know. Obi munim say Bawumia has failed on all fronts. That is why, so we have video di ma. Yan sambontie.
Would you,
Dr. Bawumia, they buy it. Say.
Yes.
Dr. Bawumia, or they go for reserve no buy and go for oil. Two projects.
Yes.
At the end of the year, no, 2 years, a time I implemented under the watch in 2022, 2023, 2024. I will know at Yakunyaso as head of the economic management team. So I go to in our boka.
Yeah, a cabai.
Sure. Good. Oboka in a chino. The ultimate near person destabilize prices no. Yenya. About yenya. Am I a problem? No, sir. You know, so I go to in our boka.
Yeah, a cabai.
Sure. Good. Oboka in a chino. The ultimate near person destabilize prices no. Yenya. About yenya. Am I a problem? No, sir.
But you credit him for at least starting this.
Oh, just say, my creditor. Maybe obi am a generous pa.
Okay.
I dream papa. So just say, but say also now
See?
say, oh.
But he's still insisting on the credits. Of a soundbite, no. Eriko Poku, ude kasewa Bawumia credit. And in the no. It is not about decoding the Bawumia ye na enye yenya results biya. Because at the end of the day, so the policy bar, Ghana for the additional policy dim, into say a boka, you have caused financial loss to the state. Into a dena obi ni ebusa say, sir, the main reason here this out a uniba and yenyan wankasa, but he was quick to say, oh, but I was all crediting no. Now obi Jimmy, I don't mean crediting no. Crediting him, and what did we get out of the credit? You see, we sit on radio and make it look like say, you just have to say, let's give this person credit. Any idiot can be given credit, but the issue is, at the end of the day, a din and nipani ye. They are and because a cromfo cry more credit. Obi to me call rob bank be say wait the money credit the bank way it was fortified. Sibia near your walls na or to me we are dear no just say or say a credit no. It does not mean say nipana de no ye. It does not mean say cromfo no ye china yen jelino. It Bawumia you telling us to give him credit no. It does not justify say Bawumia is dumb. It does not justify say Bawumia is not intelligent. It does not justify that Bawumia caused financial loss to the state. It still does not justify that Bawumia could not, at the end of the day, as some kind, he could not go through it to become a successful one. No, it shows clearly say Bawumia has failed. Until let us accept these things, let us help guide the conversation. Na yama Ghana for who no kreno. Bawumia enjoyed had na radio so na ye na ye da Ghana for na sika kakra ba ya call school nti ye light book kakra betu nti nipa beto ka ache nti then we are imposing liars, people who did us damage on Ghanaians. We should not do that. We cannot force liars on Ghanaians. We cannot force atrofo on Ghanaians. We cannot make it look like say Bawumia bon still I am Bawumia. It does not work. You're 2026. The young Ghanaians sitting there on Jimmy. Let us stop all this comedy of trying to make some people think so much Jimmy. At the end of the day, credit. You can give credit to even a madman. You to because I call you bodama efe. With the money credit no bodama na efe. It does not mean he say on board them. Until we crediting Bawumia, does not mean Bawumia is dumb. Does not mean say on your dumb. He is dumb. Does not mean he did not cause financial loss to this country. He caused financial loss to the country. Does not mean say the main reason why into this our policy is by achieve. No, we could not achieve it. What is credit? If you give credit to people and the credit could not benefit the people, what is the sense in that credit? Into Jimino, Mahamudu Bawumia is daft. He has failed on all fronts. We are not going to allow anybody to create the impression say Bawumia is smart and intelligent and he has introduced some new thing. Bawumia introduced BBR. We were saving gold before Bawumia was born. Bawumia had to go for oil buy or to go for reserve buy at the end of the day or boka. You try gold for oil num. There's a new order in town. We are not going to allow you people to kill, to lie to Ghanaians. We will kill Jandam. Now, there is one story I want us to also talk about, and you're busy.